Rakesh Jhunjhunwala is no exception. An analysis based on the billionaire's investments as of June end shows a loss of over 1,000 crores as current market prices. Yatin Mota has drawn up a list of how his top 10 holdings have performed this year. Yatin.
Well, Neeraj, most of the investors have not been doing well in terms of the portfolio performance, be it the small cap, mid caps, and the last few weeks, even large caps are not spared. We just looked at Rakesh Jhunjhunwala's portfolio, and very interesting to note that the portfolio is down in double digits on a YTD basis and also on the 1 month basis, where really the volatility has come up. We have looked at his top 10 holdings, which are obviously the reported holdings, and Rallis is one stock which has not been doing well on his portfolio. His holding is nearly 10% there. Year-to-date return, the stock is down nearly 30%, and 1 month it's down 10%. And if you look at the YTD loss that Rallis has caused to Rakesh Jhunjhunwala's portfolio is to the tune of 150 crores. After Rallis, we have the next stock coming up, which is Escorts. And remember, despite the management talking about a better outlook for FY19 versus the previous forecast, we had the stock which is down 28% on a 1 month basis. And that's caused a big, decline in Rakesh Jhunjhunwala's portfolio to the tune of 250 crores, given the fact that his holding is nearly 8% in the company. So clearly, the kind of decline that we have seen is impacting the portfolio. Delta Corp, another culprit, year-to-date down 28%, causing a loss of nearly 172 crores in the period I'm talking about. And 7.5% is what Rakesh Jhunjhunwala is holding currently. Remember, we have the ongoing issue of land casinos in Goa that has not augured well for the company. CRISIL, quite stable. On a 1 month basis, stock is down only 1%. So this is one stock which has relatively outperformed the other holdings of Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. Remember, he has a very large holding in this stock. Nearly 7.26% stake is what he owns in CRISIL. Titan, that is a gem in his portfolio. 7% stake. Recently, of course, he has trimmed that stake, but we are talking about holdings as of June 2018. The year-to-date return is, negative 4.3%. Given the fact that it's a very large organization, large company, the year-to-date loss for the portfolio is nearly 231 crores. Of course, in the last 1 month, because of the government issues regarding imports, there was some pressure on the stock. Karur Vysya Bank and in tandem with other financial services company and banks, the year-to-date return is 30% minus, which is basically having an impact of almost 100 crores on his portfolio on a negative side. Also, we have VIP Industries, and that is, one of those rare stocks that, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala has picked up, recently increased the stake. The year-to-date return is positive 24%. So, this is one stock which is doing extremely well. As far as, Dewan Housing is concerned, and that is a culprit in the portfolio, Neeraj, we have the stock which is down 50% on a year-to-date basis, 1 month return minus 56%, and that has taken a toll of nearly 350 crores on Rakesh Jhunjhunwala's portfolio. He holds nearly 3% of the company. And also we have Lupin, that is one pharma major which has done well, almost flat on a year-to-date basis and also on a 1 month basis. So that has caused a minimal impact on his portfolio, one of the star performers in his portfolio currently. And Federal Bank, of course, because of the Kerala floods issue, probably that is having a bearing on the asset quality, and because of which analysts have cut estimates. So year-to-date, Federal Bank is down 130 crores in terms of their holding value. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, of course, holds 2% stake in the company.
So where does it leave its portfolio overall, Yatin?
Well, if you look at Rakesh Jhunjhunwala's portfolio, the top 10 holdings, constitute nearly, 9,600 crore kind of value. Right now, the total value is nearly 9,300 crores. Year to date and on a 1 month basis, his portfolio is down 11 to 12%, and that is a broad performance of the top 10 holdings that Rakesh Jhunjhunwala has. Of course, it's better than the current market condition because of the virtue of the performance of Titan, Lupin, and VIP Industries. But clearly, these are the few stocks wherein he has been able to do better because the Lupin's US business is expected to recover. If you look at VIP Industries, higher urban spends, good business at the CST canteens has helped them maintain the performance. Of course, DHFL, has seen a big cut coming in. The heightened selling is happening on the back of rising yields for the commercial paper that it has. Escorts, of course, the monsoon was slightly weaker than expected in the last few months or so, and probably that has taken a toll on Escorts as a stock. Titan, of course, the investors are talking about some restriction on trade of gold moving ahead. By the government recently, they announced import tariffs on certain goods. So gold and jewelry is something that is on the radar. So Titan is under pressure because of that hangover essentially which is there in the marketplace. So this is broadly how Rakesh Jhunjhunwala's portfolio has stacked up, not spared because of market conditions, down 10%. On a year.
But you have to say much better than what some of the others have done. Yatin, thanks a lot for that.